Still, 8 weeks is still a long time.
Yeah, but a lot of that is based on, too, like, lead time. So, like, depending on how many things they have backed up in their schedule.
Yeah, who's just... do they have no lead time?
I don't know. Do they have, like... Does SM have their own supplier that it's, like, as soon as you are ready to do this, they're ready to drop it?
Yeah, I don't know. These are not good questions. These are just people who...
just care about comebacks, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, no, I feel like normal people who care about comebacks don't be like, what's the lead time on
Can
the
somebody
photo book manufacturer?
From any manufacturer of a photo book, please hit Kirsten and I up. Our email address for business purposes only is kpopandramyun@gmail.com.
Please let us know.
We'll bring you on the podcast and we'll have a whole episode about...
the packaging and distribution of...
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing. I want to know, like, how long does it take to film a music video?
I think it's only a
couple days. But, like, how long does it take to edit with all the CGI and all of that
because
stuff?
It depends on how much CGI you have.
Yeah, because, like, the first Super M one seemed like... No offense. I love Super M and I love dropping, but the first one really seemed, like, almost trashy because it was like, fast.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the thing, right? Like... what is the sequence of events, right? So you have to have the song. So you, like, get the demo. You, like, write the song. How long does that take? And then... how long does it take for you to record? Mm-hmm. And then how fast?
Like a day, right?
And then, like, in that meantime, are you also doing the dance practices? Because you get, like, a month to practice to dance, right? So, well, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Could be less or more.
Yeah.
So, you're probably doing that during the meantime. But then, when does it become real? And then you have to...
Yeah, when do you start, I don't know.
Record the song.
Yeah.
And then...
And, like, how much of the dance do you need? Like, if you're not doing a dance music video, because some people don't do dance music videos,
or,
right?
like, parts of it? They just, like, the chorus?
Yeah, like how much of the dance do you have to learn to start a music video?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, do you need to know the entire dance, like, perfect before you record a music video? You would think yes, right? Because you'll have dance parts in it.
Yeah, but...
But, like, could you learn... I mean, could you, like, learn certain parts of it that you know you're going to feature in your music video? Yeah, because I feel like
they know what they're filming when... Because when we watch, like, recently, when we've watched all the behind the scenes, they're like, okay, you do this, and then we'll move on to the next scene.
Yeah.
It's not like, even, like, the dance, like, it's just like, oh, like, the Ace one, they're like, just do, like,
this one specific part,
of the song, and then they moved on.
Yeah.
So, I feel like you could, right? Like, you just learn, like,
yeah, but is that the way they do it, or do they want them to know the whole dance?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I feel like this is like the
questions behind the scenes that I want.
Can we get Song Duck on here and
let me
some singer lady
message him?
Yeah. Speaking of them, let's talk about the finale of Island. Something that was a very emotional roller coaster for Jacqueline.
We were trying to watch it during work. We were watching it during work.
Also, it was supposed to only be 2 hours long, and that shit was 3.5 almost. It was so
also,
long.
It started at 7 o'clock on a Friday for us, which is fine. That's not terrible, like, for a Korean thing.
Yeah.
But...
we missed the first 15 minutes, which really nothing happened.
What happened in those 15 minutes? Because, like, when we started, it was, like, started. They were just, like, talking shit, I think, about everybody.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they were, like, gearing up for this dance thing. And you could vote, like, up until...
like, an hour before... And not even. Like, 20 minutes before they released the last people.
Yeah.
So we got, like, one final vote in. I think I voted for Sunu, if I'm remembering. I did too. Because I really wanted him to get in.
Which, it didn't matter. Ended up matter. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so, like, okay, if you guys haven't watched Island, please skip forward the next, like, 5 minutes, because...
I mean, probably, like, the next 10.
Yeah, because we're probably going to talk about it.
So it was nerve-wracking the whole time, bro.
It was very nerve-wracking. The guy that did, like, the
oh my god, slower than a fucking...
sloth. Ugh. He was the slowest person ever. And they kept
saying the same phrase, like, the so-and-so person to debut in this group.
Yeah.
The next idol. And it's like, bro, you just said that shit. You just said it in a different way.
Yeah, can you just go? BTS and TXT were there, and they were BTS was hilarious.
TXT didn't get barely any screen time.
Yeah.
But BTS was out here wilding. They were wild.
Yeah, they came in and they looked tired, and, like...
The definition of BTS are back was Enhypen's debut.
Yeah, I agree.
Of them being... They're chaotic...
Yeah, they gave the microphone to Taeyong, and he was supposed to say, like, how do you feel... Oh, by the way, the name of the new group is Enhypen. I don't think we said that, which we'll discuss what we feel about that name. Yeah. But They gave the microphone to Taeyong, and then Taeyong starts complaining about how they had so much food, and when he was a trainee, all that he could eat was
chicken breast.
Chicken breast with salt.
And he would get yelled at.
And Namjoon ripped the mic out of his hand and was like, okay, thank you, let's move on.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm so sorry. And then
this was all live. Yeah. Let's talk about how this was live.
And I think RM said, like, I'm so sorry, like, we're just in a different place today. Like, we're just not here.
Suga at one point just started laughing, and nobody understood what was happening.
I think he said something, and then he felt awkward about it, and then it was live, so he kind of, like, chuckled about it, and then everybody was chuckling until he just, like...
laughed out loud.
He was just like...
Yeah, it was, like, really weird.
And then everybody was just like...
And then all the trainees, like, this is the most stressful moment
of
their
lives.
like,
their lives are getting decided, like, in front of them.
Are they gonna debut?
BTS is like, but about that chicken, though?
Yeah.
Like, all I have is chicken.
And they were just... It would, like, cut to them, and they're just all staring at BTS, like, what is happening right now?
And TXT was just, like, in the corner, like, you can't even see them on the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So
the order of people who got in was kind of wild.
It was. But they kind of did it smart. Like, they did the most, like, anticipated at the end, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But it was, like...
5th place was Hee-sung.
Yes, which was a shock, I think, to most people.
And I think that the reason that he got so low is because everybody knew he was going to get in, so they didn't vote for him. Which, like, I'm going to be honest, I don't think I voted for him once.
Because I knew he was going to make it.
I knew he was going to make it either by producer vote or...
But that ended up fucking over somebody else at the end.
Yeah. So Hee-sung was 5th. I don't remember who 4th was. Jay? No, Nikki.
Which was a fucking mind blower, bro. Yeah. I thought this man's was gonna get out like the last 2 episodes. Every time he made it. He made it into the group,
which I'm happy with.
I don't have a problem with Nikki. He started off strong in the show, but then
he was kind of like annoying.
Either a bad edit or like after that first thing, like everybody just hated him, and he got such.
He had that whole thing with Kay. That was, like, a fight. Like, I don't remember what happened there. Oh, he, like,
and Hee-sung, I feel
move.
like. Yeah.
Yeah, there was, like, a bunch of drama.
Everybody, he got fucked over.
But he's a good dancer.
Yeah.
And then 3rd place was Jay. Which we were very excited about because we are big Jay fans. 2nd place was Jake.
Yeah, which is another mind blow. Like, yes. I thought that... I felt like I knew one of them was going to get in, and I think I knew Jake was going to get in, but him being 2nd place
was wild.
Was what shook me.
And then number 1, so you would think, okay, number 1 is going to be Kay, could be Sunu.
Yeah, because he's been number 1 this whole time.
Sungwon, because those are all, like, the big name people. Yeah. It was Jungwon.
Yeah, wow.
Which kind of makes a little bit of sense
because...
No, it doesn't. Yeah, because he got... like, last before, so I think more people voted for him. You know what I mean?
But even that, when that happened to Jay, he didn't get first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that was wild. Like, that, like, he shot up.
The difference between the two, though, like, it was more of... With the Jungwon one, it was a week, right? But with the Jay one, it was, like, a couple days.
Oh, that's true.
So I think that was... I think Jay would have been higher if there would have been more days for them to vote for him. Either way, Jungwon got number 1, which everybody was shook about, right? I'm still shook about it. Because I thought it was going to be Sunu. 100% thought it was going to be Sunu.
I thought it was going to be Sunu, yeah. So then it shook me.
And then 6th place was Sunghoon, the skater boy.
The later boy on the ice skate.
Which was kind of wild, too, because he was high up, like, every single time.
Yeah. We really wanted him to make it.
So the last 3 was, like, Kay, Daniel, and Sunu. And the last pick is your producer's choice.
Yes.
So Kirsten and I were pretty nervous that Kay was going to get chosen because Kay had pretty good reviews throughout the entire thing.
Right.
Sunu, on the other hand, like, has really good visuals, is a mood maker, is, like, a pretty big deal. But we didn't think that was going to happen. Like, we were scared.
Right.
Come to find out, producer's choice, they chose Sunu.
Thank God. Oh, my God.
So, Jacqueline's predictions, again, correct. I briefly mentioned last week, Kay's not going to make it on this. It'd be wild if Kay didn't make it.
The only reason that came true is because I even said, though, they're not going to have 2 Japanese members on this.
Yes, I agree.
I knew for a fact there was only going to be one Japanese person.
I think, too, Kay fell into a similar situation that Hee-sung did, just with not enough votes.
Thank God.
Because, like, I don't think that people voted for Kay.
I know people are mad about it, but, like,
people are very upset about it.
I'm not that mad about it.
Kirsten and I were talking about, he just, like, never stood out to me.
I feel bad for him because he's the oldest, and, like, he obviously, you know, like, it's sad for anybody to not get their dream. Yeah, but, like, when he was the center, there was only, like, one time that he was, like, a memorable performance for me. And maybe it was the editing, but, like, honestly, I didn't think that he was the most powerful dancer.
But even when we didn't think that he was that good, the producers were always like, oh, he's so good, he's
so
great.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, I never, like, every time that he was in the center or, like, around the center, my eyes never fell on him. It always fell on somebody else.
Yeah.
Even, like, in the last performance, he was number 1, and I feel like I never saw him. I saw H1gher more than him, and I feel like even Nicki was, like, outperforming him.
Yeah.
So he just kind of, like, fell into the wayside. I mean, he's very tall, so it's hard for him to, like, fall into the wayside.
Yeah,
but, like, there was nothing about his performances that I was like, like,
he's killing it.
He's killing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, he seemed, some of the edits that they gave him, and maybe it's just editing, seemed kind of mean as a leader.
I agree. But he kind of had a redemption arc.
Yeah, that's why I thought he was going to make it, but
yeah, that's the thing is, like, Nicki never had a redemption arc.
Yeah.
Like, he did, but kind of...
And I told you this, too. I think all of Hanbin's votes went to Nicki. Like, people who are voting for Hanbin every day, I think they started voting for Nicki.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense.
Just because, like, I mean, then maybe they vote for K, but also Nicki was kind of like an underdog that also got kind of, like, crappy editing that Hanbin got, so... My theory
was wild.
Wild. So the group name is Enhypen.
Enhypen.
Because the hyphen brings together words. Therefore, this group is going to bring together each other, the world. I don't know.
Yeah, all the above.
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, honestly, I was like, it has to be a 3-letter situation, right? Like that's their stick right now.
EN with the hyphen mark.
Oh. I'm literally gonna eat myself.
Hyphen mark. That's their symbol, just so everybody knows. That's 3 letters.
So
well, 2 letters and a hyphen.
I'm so
They're bringing.
upset.
Oh my god, that's in. So when they
but
have
TXT has like plus and minus.
So like when they have a hyphen at the end, and we get like a fan name, which by the way, you should vote on that because you can. There's a Google Doc that you can put. There's a Google Doc that you can put what name you think that we should be as fans, and then in hyphen we'll choose the members.
So what suggestions did you put?
I haven't put any yet because I don't know.
I don't know either.
It might already be over. I don't know. I saw it on Weavers. I hate Weavers, by the way. Sidetrack.
It's just so extra to check. Like, I just need a Twitter account
that is telling me what's going on
Weavers. Like actually reporting
every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
So
every hour.
So that I know what to do on Weavers, so I can just go in and leave because I never linger there.
What was I saying? Oh, N hyphen, right? And then they're just going to put like N hyphen, and then we're going to be connected to them, right? I feel like that's the only way they're going.
They're going to hyphenate it.
Well, it's going to be
like EN dash and then their name.
Yes, yeah, and then our name.
They're going to hyphenate it. They're literally going to hyphenate it.
So it's going to be N hyphen fan name.
My God.
100%. There's no way they're not doing that. There's no way.
Bro, but like TXT already has like multiplications going on, plus minus. Bro, like, what is this? I can't.
Bong PD, I need to have a word with you.
Yeah, but like, well, okay, so like, it came out of left field, bro. Like Enhypen. Also, BTS was out here spilling mad tea. They were like, "Yo, we fucking hated Bangtan Sonyeondan. We didn't tell any of our friends.
Also, you guys are gonna hate this name because his name is terrible."
Yeah, pretty much. They were just like, they were out here being wild. BTS out here being wild. But it did look like Bong PD was kind of surprised and or stressed about the situation.
It seemed like it was more real because Bong PD was either acting that it was more real, or it was really real and the voting was just like whatever the voting was.
Yeah.
Because I think that, I don't know, I feel like they thought K was going to be higher, TBH.
Yeah,
they looked stressed.
I think they were shocked that Nicki made it instead of K.
Yeah.
Like everybody else.
So I think maybe this one was one of the ones that the votes were real.
One can only hope. I mean, no one's going to find out this season. Jago can't say anything because then it'll happen. I swear to God, if you do that again, I'm literally gonna yeet myself. I'm ready to buy the album now, and so if we buy the album and you're like, oh, they're on disband.
Well, that happened last time, and that's really upsetting.
Yeah.
Rest in
I'm
peace,
really excited
X1.
about this group again. Don't do me dirty like that.
I know, this is like the second time, too, that we've had a group where we've liked the people that gotten in.
I think that they are too good at covering their tracks.
This is also something, too, that is unlike Produce X101, it's a permanent group and not just like a subunit thing that's going to happen for a couple years. Yeah,
because they're under big hit labels.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Which is exciting because then that means that we'll get to watch them grow up because they're kind of babies, most of them.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the oldest is H1gher and he's in 00 or 01 line.
Is he? Yeah, because
I think he's 01.
K was the oldest.
I think he's 01.
He's like 23 or 22 international age.
Yeah. H1gher's the oldest at, I think, 01. And then the youngest is like 03.
That's fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm upset.
But they're gonna be a good group. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited. They had like a photo thing they released.
Yeah.
Which was kind of awkward, but
I'm hoping they also come back in October. I know there's already a lot going on.
Oh, I feel like it's gonna be really busy. I mean, they might.
Yeah.
Because the BTS one is like kind of confirmed, but they don't have a schedule out.